Imagine a world where one nation controls the very fabric of our digital existence, from the AI that powers our cities to the quantum breakthroughs shaping our future. By 2047, this won't be a hypothetical. It will be reality. We're breaking down exactly which global power is poised to dominate the tech landscape, and why. This isn't just about faster phones or smarter gadgets. We're talking about a fundamental shift in global power, a technological revolution that will redefine everything we know. The race is on, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Who will lead this new era? The United States with its legacy of innovation? China with its meteoric rise and state-driven ambition? Or perhaps a dark horse, a nation we're not even watching closely enough? Stay with us as we dive deep into the battle for technological supremacy in 2047. To understand where we're going, we first need to understand where we are. The current tech landscape is a duopoly, dominated by two giants, the United States and China. For decades, Silicon Valley was the undisputed king. Companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft didn't just create products. They built entire ecosystems that we live in today. The US model is built on venture capital, free market competition, and a culture that celebrates disruptive innovation. It's a system that has given us the internet, the personal computer, and the smartphone. This approach fosters incredible creativity and attracts the brightest minds from all over the world. However, this model is also facing new challenges, from regulatory scrutiny to questions about its long-term strategic direction. Is the US innovating fast enough to stay ahead? Then, on the other side of the globe, we have China. Its approach is dramatically different. In just a few short decades, China has transformed from a tech follower to a formidable leader. Think about companies like Huawei, Tencent, and Alibaba. They're not just Chinese giants. They are global powerhouses. China's strategy is a powerful combination of massive government investment, a huge domestic market that acts as a testing ground, and a long-term national vision. They've identified key technologies like AI, 5G, and quantum computing as national priorities and are pouring billions into them. This state-led model allows for incredible speed and coordination, bypassing the market debates that can slow down progress elsewhere. But can this top-down approach truly foster the kind of paradigm-shifting creativity needed for the next big leap? That's the billion-dollar question. So we have these two titans, each with a unique playbook for winning the future. But the game isn't just about who has the better app or the faster chip anymore. We're entering a new era defined by what we call foundational technologies. These are the game changers, the technologies that will underpin everything else. And the most important of these is artificial intelligence. AI isn't just a tool. It's the new electricity. It will power our industries, manage our cities, and even augment our own abilities. The nation that leads in AI will have an almost unimaginable strategic advantage. They'll be able to innovate faster, make better decisions, and project power in ways we can't even fully grasp yet. Both the US and China know this. The race for AI supremacy is perhaps the single most important contest of the 21st century. Let's break down the AI battleground. The US currently leads in fundamental AI research. Its top universities and corporate labs like DeepMind and OpenAI are responsible for many of the breakthroughs in large language models and neural networks. This research leadership is a massive advantage. However, China has a different ace up its sleeve: data. With a population of over 1.4 billion people and a thriving digital ecosystem, China has access to an unparalleled amount of data to train its AI models. In the world of AI, data is the fuel, and China has a nearly inexhaustible supply. Furthermore, China is incredibly fast at applying AI in practical commercial applications, from facial recognition payment systems to autonomous logistics. So, we have a classic matchup: US research prowess versus China's data and implementation speed, which will prove more decisive by 2047. But AI is just one piece of the puzzle. The next frontier, the one that could make today's I look like a pocket calculator, is quantum computing. This is where things get really wild. Quantum computers don't just process information faster. They operate on a completely different set of principles, leveraging the strange laws of quantum mechanics. A fully functional, large-scale quantum computer could break most of the encryption we use today to protect our data, from bank accounts to national security secrets. It could also solve complex problems in medicine, materials science, and finance that are impossible for even the most powerful supercomputers. The nation that masters quantum computing won't just be leading in tech. They will hold the key to the entire digital world. It's a true paradigm shift, and the race to get there is happening right now, mostly behind closed doors in top-secret labs. When we look at the quantum race, the picture is fascinatingly complex. The United States, through companies like Google, IBM, and a host of well-funded startups, has demonstrated some of the most advanced quantum prototypes. They have a strong ecosystem of academic research and private investment driving progress. They've achieved quantum supremacy in a limited context, proving their machines can perform a task no classical computer could. However, China has designated quantum technology as a national megaproject. They've invested staggering sums, reportedly in the tens of billions of dollars, to build massive national laboratories dedicated to quantum research. They've already achieved remarkable feats, like creating a quantum communication network that is theoretically unhackable. This suggests that while the US might be ahead in building the quantum computers themselves, China is already thinking about how to build the quantum internet of the future. By 2047, this dual focus could give them a strategic edge. Beyond AI and quantum, another critical battleground is semiconductors, the tiny microchips that are the brains of every electronic device. You can have the best AI algorithm in the world, but without advanced chips to run it on, it's just code. For decades, the US has dominated chip design, with companies like NVIDIA and Intel setting the standard. And key allies like Taiwan with TSMC and the Netherlands with ASML control the most advanced manufacturing processes. This has created a bottleneck that China is desperately trying to overcome. China has made semiconductor independence a top national priority, investing hundreds of billions in its domestic chip industry. This is what's often called the chip war. The US is using export controls to slow China's progress, while China is doubling down on its efforts to build a self-sufficient supply chain. The outcome of this struggle will be absolutely pivotal. If China succeeds, it removes a major constraint on its technological ambitions. If it fails, its progress in AI and other areas could be seriously hampered. So with all these factors in play, AI, quantum, semiconductors, and different national strategies, who is actually poised to win? Let's paint a picture of 2047. It's unlikely to be a world where one nation has a complete and total monopoly on all technology. That's not how innovation works. Instead, we're likely to see a world of technological spheres of influence. Imagine a digital iron curtain dividing the world. One sphere, led by the United States and its allies, would be built on principles of open platforms, democratic values, and a market-driven approach. The other sphere, centered around China, would feature tightly integrated, state-controlled technologies, optimized for efficiency and social governance. Nations around the world would be forced to choose which ecosystem to join, and this choice would have profound implications for their economy, society, and geopolitical alignment. It would be a world of competing standards, competing platforms, and competing technological visions for humanity. Now, let's get to the prediction. Based on the current trajectory, China has a very real chance of becoming the world's leading technological power by 2047. Why? 3 main reasons. First, political will and long-term vision. The Chinese government has a clear, unified, and relentlessly pursued strategy for technological dominance that spans decades. This allows for a level of investment and coordination that is difficult to match in a democratic market-based system. Second, scale. China's massive population and market provide an unbeatable advantage in data collection for AI and a huge testing ground for new technologies. Third, a focus on implementation. While the West often excels at invention, China excels at innovation and application at scale, quickly turning new ideas into practical, widespread use. This rapid cycle of deployment and improvement creates a powerful feedback loop. The US will undoubtedly remain a formidable technological power, leading in key areas of fundamental research and disruptive creativity. But the sheer force of China's national project, its scale, and its focus on foundational technologies like AI, quantum, and semiconductors gives it a powerful momentum that will be very difficult to stop. So, what does a world led by China's tech look like? It could be a world of incredible efficiency. Imagine smart cities that run perfectly, with traffic, energy, and public services managed by a seamless AI. Imagine personalized healthcare delivered predictively based on real-time data. But it could also be a world with less privacy and personal freedom, where technology is used as a tool for widespread surveillance and social control. The standards and values embedded in the dominant technology will shape the world. The internet we have today is largely a reflection of the American values of openness and free expression that shaped its creation. A future internet, a future AI, a future quantum network built on different principles would create a very different world. This isn't a judgment. It's an acknowledgement of the reality that technology is never neutral. It always carries the values of its creators. The race for tech supremacy in 2047 is not just about economics and power. It's about what kind of future we will all live in. It's a quantum leap into an unknown future, and the world is holding its breath to see who lands first. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the future of technology. This is a topic that will define our century, and the conversation is only just beginning. What do you think? Which nation will come out on top by 2047? Did we miss a key factor or a potential dark horse? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you found this exploration fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content that decodes the future. We have a lot more to explore. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.